We have here with us today Marvin Fausto, the founding president of the Fund Managers Association of the Philippines, or FMAP. Hi Marvin.
Hi.
This could be my most difficult interview because I'd be asking you questions even if I already know the answers, but I guess it's still better to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. So let's do this.
Okay.
Alright, maybe we can start with your childhood money memory.
My childhood money memory goes back when I was in grade school. My mom used to give me baon for the week because we only see each other during the weekends because she works in the province as in the rural bank of Talavera, Nueva. She gives me 1 week's baon and allowance, and she tells me, oh, son, you have to make sure that that allowance will fit you for the week because I will only see you the week after. So in that early life, I was able to kind of handle my money or budget. My allowance for the week. And then she also tells me that, oh, you have to save also from your allowance and from the gifts from your ninong and from your ninangs and from your uncles and aunties, and open a bank account. So during that time, I also had a bank account. I was putting 50 pesos, 100 pesos in my savings account. So that's really what I remember about money.
Okay, so you were started off young also in terms of saving.
Yes.
How about the investing part?
This is where I come in. Now, when I grew older, when I started working, I learned about investments. As you know, I've been in the industry, in the fund management industry for over 30 years. And since the time and I was learning about investments, I added what my mom told me, that it's not how much you earn but how much you save that counts. She always tells me when I started working. And when I learned more about investments, I added the investing part. Like, it's not how much you earn but how much you save and invest that really counts. And it really helps that I was in the industry and I was able to learn and experience and be a little bit more knowledgeable about investments. So that's how it goes.
Yeah, so that's why you were able to teach that to your children who
Yeah.
happen to be much.
yes. You know, when you're really learning a lot from something and you want to understand more about it and feel good about it and learn a lot, you want to teach those things that you learn to your kids as well. So I started late in investing. I started only when I was working. But when we thought that really time is really very important in investing, so we taught our children earlier, even when they were still young, still in grade school, teaching them about investing at the early age so that they'll have more time, which is really very important in investing.
Time more than timing.
Money.
Yeah, that's right. So would you like to share with them how you found the book when it was in its near the final form?
Yeah, you know, when you showed me the,
because the first time around when I discussed this with you, you were not very enthusiastic. This was like a few years ago. But when it came to the final form, after some revisions, after a few years, would you like to share that?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't really very familiar about Babylon. You know, it was really ancient times, and I didn't really read the book of The Richest Man in Babylon before, so I wasn't really very familiar about it. So I wasn't really taking it that seriously. And then when I finally wrote the manuscript, the retelling itself,
when you read,
when I read it, it became so simple. You know? I mean, the thing that happened thousands of years ago, you were able to retell it in a very simple manner and easier to understand. And you know, when saving and investing, it's really something that people or Filipinos should really know and understand. And the problem with those that are not saving and investing is that they just don't understand it very well.
Yes.
And it's a little bit difficult. Now, when you wrote this book and made it easier for them to understand. I said, this is it. This is the one that really will help a lot of people, make it simpler and for them to understand and to follow. And as I was telling you about my money memory and the saving part that I was doing, it's really rule number one.
Yes.
Rule number one, which is really paying yourself first, saving, right?
So at a very early age, you were doing that.
Yes,
pay yourself first.
Now, the second rule, which is the getting into business that you understand or getting advice from people who are knowledgeable, it's actually what I'm doing or what I was doing, what I have been doing for the past 30 years. I was an investment professional. I was advising people about investments. I was doing investments for over 30 years. And I see a lot of Filipinos would really need that kind of information, that kind of service. And I found it very helpful that it's really in rule number 2 that you hire the people who are competent, hire the fund managers if you need investments because they're the professionals, they're the experts in handling investments. So that's what I've been doing for the past 30 years, managing and investing. And that this is the same knowledge and experience that we were teaching our kids at an early young age. And I hope that the young Filipinos also understand the book and try to learn from the book as early as they can.
Mm-hmm. And maybe if I can ask you, if there's just one tip that you'd like to give to parents like you on how to raise their children to have high FQ or to know about this basic laws of money, what would that be?
Well, first and foremost, we really have to teach. Education is really number one. The laws are very simple, but people are not knowledgeable about it. And once you teach them, once you let them know, they can easily take it up and pick up the learnings and try to improve whatever they have. And in order to help improve our country, about poverty and all, it's really education of handling money, so that when they are able to handle their money well and they reach a certain level of financial independence or financial freedom, they can help other people more. Now, if this turns into a kind of a cycle wherein they help themselves and they help other people and the other people will help other people because they are more knowledgeable about financial investments, etc., then you will have a better world. So that is what I was.
So more or less what you discussed is really how you would probably help solve the poverty problem. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes. To teach them more. And then now, since I retired early, after saving and investing for the past 30 years, my dream now and my goal is to create this vehicle or funds that people can participate in and make investing for everybody, making investing for everyone. It's going to be affordable, it's going to be convenient, and it's going to be accessible to everybody. So I will try to use the gifts that I've learned and the experience that I've been through and manage that fund, manage those funds, and help the Filipinos invest and use the expertise that I have in order to improve their financial well-being and improve their wealth.
Yeah. So any parting words and probably particularly to parents on how they should raise their kids?
Yes. Parting words are, the best teachers for our kids are really the parents. Really the examples that you can show your kids. And teaching them about saving and investing and making them grow at an early age is really something that we want all parents to teach their kids. So that when they grow older, they will be able to manage their money well, they will be able to manage their affairs better, and they can reach financial goals and financial dreams, and pursue whatever passion that they have, and use their talents in so many other ways. and not be bogged down by financial stress and financial needs. So by teaching them well, teaching them about saving and investing and making them grow, can make them a better person and create a better world.
Thank you very much, honey.
Thank you.